Lydia Aldridge will never forget that October morning in 2005. She had gone to bed feeling fine and awoke the next morning with her chest looking as if she had been burned.
My entire left chest, under my arm, all around above my clavicle and below, and everything was just completely inflamed, just swollen, extreme pain. It was excruciating. Being an RN that I am, I immediately thought, wow, I must have a terrible case of mastitis.
Lydia's doctor agreed it was mastitis, an infection of the breast tissue. She was treated with an antibiotic and told she would be better in a few days. But Lydia's condition worsened, and a breast biopsy proved she had stage 3 inflammatory breast cancer.
IBC is the most aggressive and rapidly progressing type of breast cancer, and it also becomes highly resistant to multiple treatment strategies. Therefore, it is important that we as researchers and clinicians identify what is the molecular basis of this tumor cell so that we can come up with novel targeted strategies that can improve significantly the current treatment and clinical outcome.
After the biopsy, Lydia was referred to Duke. Her treatment began with chemotherapy, then a double mastectomy and radiation.
It was just a long journey. It's been a very long journey. Had it not been for my wonderful, amazing, godly friends, I couldn't have survived it. And of course, there were prayer groups going everywhere. I mean, they just supported me, they loved me, they fed me. They took me back and forth to Duke, and then hats and wraps and scarves and all those things, and people convincing me that I looked cute without hair.
She had so many friends who really took care of her and were there with her every step of the way. I mean, the care calendar was just filled, and that was really a lovely thing to see.
Today, Lydia is cancer-free and is planning to walk with Duke's Komen Race for the Cure team.
It feels like I'm giving a very small piece back to the community, to women who have not been diagnosed, to women who are going through it right now, and having to deal with all the loss and the pain and just the emotions. For me, volunteering in a small way and then walking is just, it just empowers me, and I think it empowers others, and it just gives them strength, and it gives me strength. So I think in anything in life, when you are doing for others, you gain strength. You gain something a lot more than what you're giving away.
And she wants all women to be aware of IBC, inflammatory breast cancer.
You have breast cancers that are all over here in this category, and then you have inflammatory breast cancer sitting here in this little category by itself. So it's very different. It works differently, blocking the lymph nodes and just creating the infection and the spread. And so we need a lot more awareness, a lot more education, a lot more funding to help do research on this particular kind of cancer, because it is more prevalent than it ever was.
Recently, Dr. Devi was awarded a grant to launch the Duke Inflammatory Breast Cancer Consortium.
We found that a very old drug used to manage alcoholism called disulfiram can kill the IBC cells while sparing normal cells. And so what we are doing currently is, based on this exciting discovery, we are now trying to use and test this drug in combination with current approaches like chemotherapy and radiation. So hopefully we can have a better targeted treatment option, and hoping to raise awareness about this and funds to conduct clinical trials.
And with continued IBC research, we're steps closer to a breast cancer cure. Jackie Hyland, WRAL News.